Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Subnautica. Yes, we've got our retarded base here. This is now the full version. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it came out. It's all out. It's all full version. It's all fancy and wonderful, and isn't that great? Now, let's move on.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Essentially, what I found out is that I kind of did a little digging and discovered a few things, such as these rooms here that we have. You need to find abandoned bases to unlock the big rooms, which are the ones I was thinking of. And so that's why we can't build them yet. However, that doesn't matter because we can still continue as we go. The foundations as well will add reinforcement to the whole thing, and they need lead and titanium as opposed to the actual reinforcement, which requires lithium as well. And obviously lithium is one of those elements that's a little bit hard to come by, so we'll have to go exploring for that. But that's one thing to consider right now. So what I want to do, actually, let's go back inside. And I'm pretty sure I've got some lead somewhere. What's that? Titanium. We'll take that. And maybe in the other one. Oh, hello. Cool. And I'm going to try and put a foundation on this base, just to kind of reinforce it a little. Because I think that if I can do that, that would be kind of helpful. So, oh, look at this. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I want. Yeah, just like that. So hopefully if that gets integrated into the rest of the base, which it looks like it has. Yes, our hull strength is now 2.5, so I can add some more windows and that sort of thing if I so desire. For instance, let's put one right here. Just for the fun of it. Because I like that kind of bulbous looking thing. Which I know, it's silly, but whatever. So yeah, that will help, and we can utilize that kind of area for a bit, but that at least gives us a little bit more reinforcement, which we wouldn't have had otherwise. So yeah, the other thing that I found out was these life pods and everything, where we get radio signals and that sort of stuff. That is basically, it's kind of the game's way of progressing you to new technologies and that sort of thing, and just trying to give you a leg up on progressing through the story. So if you do go towards those things and try and discover those locations where there's crashed pods and that sort of stuff, chances are you'll find some. I'm trying to grab this peeper. Chances are you'll find some new technologies to scan and that sort of thing. So what we're going to do in this episode is we are going to head over there and check it out. I just need to grab some food and some water mostly. So I'm going to cruise around the shallows here and look for some bloat fish or whatever they're called, the watery guys. I think they're over here. From memory, there's some over here. Here we go. Hopefully there's no weird. Okay, there's that guy. Dude, did you explode? Well, I guess you exploded. Might as well go grab the sulfur from here then. Oh shit. Okay. Yo, you. Come here. Any more freakazoids down here? Might as well grab the sulfur while we've got the chance. What else we got going on down here? Hello? Anything else freaky going on? Oh, Jesus Christ. Go away, go away. Yeah. These bloody caves, I tell ya.
30 seconds.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I'm not going to venture in there too far. Let's just grab a few resources while we're down here. And get away. Okay, let's go get some air. We should use our sea glide a bit. I love how it launches you out of the water. Come here. Come on, Pinky. Where's the other one I saw? Over here. Oh, it's so much faster and easier with the Sea Glide going. Should turn the light off though, it's a waste of battery. Okay, well that's... You know, we got a few bits of food and a few bits of water, so that'll do us for now. Let's just head back and make that up, and then we'll go head over to this signal here. The other thing I've been trying to do as well is looking at maps and trying to figure out exactly where we are, because I was getting confused for the longest time about basically where I am when I'm looking at a map, because there's so many areas that look the same, or you know, in the middle of the map there's a big cluster between the shallows and the kelp forests and stuff, and it's kind of hard to determine precisely where you're at. So I'm going to test a couple of things as well. Like, one of the things is directly south, I think, of where I am is a base, and I don't know if it's in a cave system or if it's just out in the open, but we're going to go check it out eventually. We might not do it this episode, but we'll see how we go. I don't think we need anything else right now. The other thing I wanted to look at was the advanced tank. Where is that? Deployables? No. It's got to be equipment. Aha. High capacity tank. Silver, glass, titanium. Now we could possibly have all that stuff. Salt, silver. Ah, cool. So if we can get a higher capacity tank, got some quartz, we can make some glass. Quartz, lead. Yeah, if we can get a higher capacity tank, then my goodness. Let's unequip that. Can I make that out of that? No, I need 2 glass. Okay. So yeah, that's only going to help, surely. We've got 45 seconds of O2 at the moment. But if we can get more... One more lot of glass. And this should be able to do it. Yes. High capacity. Look at that. Ooh, look at this jump up. Holy cow. I think we had about a minute before. Now we've got 2, so that's good. So that was a good little improvement. So yep, let's get out of here. Let's pop this stuff back. We've got some sulfur now as well. Oh, we filled up that one. Okay. And we'll just have a little bite to eat. Eat a Gary fish. Oh, we might eat a boomerang as well. Drink some water. We've got water and a cooked peeper. And let's go check out that signal. Because there should be some technologies there for us to discover. Which will be exciting. I think, anyway. Don't you? But yeah, so we're going to cruise through all of this. Because these are relatively safe zones. And even though this says it's under attack, we're going to risk it a little by going through this grassy plateau, as it were. Because, oh, there's some scary bits here. But there it is right there. But this open water, I mean, look at these big alien dudes. They're harmless, I'm pretty sure, but... oh, they're big and scary sometimes. But let's go check out this pod. And, yep, it's destroyed, but... oh, man, this, better oxygen is awesome.
This biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks. Integrating new PDA data.
Okay, so we picked up a PDA. We can scan a Seamoth fragment, which is awesome. Oh, we've got the whole blueprint for the Seamoth. That's fantastic. We've got a minute of air left. Better keep an eye on that. But the thing with this biome is that there are caves everywhere beneath it. Which is, you know, that's the scary part. Ooh, what's this over here? Is this something? Oh, it's another sea moth fragment. Fantastic. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining. So yeah, this is a little... You know.
30 seconds.
You know me, I'm not gonna lie, it's creepy as fuck.
New creature discovered.
Open water, holy cow. I mean, look at that. Yes, there's a cave entrance. And there's a whole cave network underneath the usual kind of game. Which is kind of something we'll look at later, especially we'll look at it when we've got a submarine and not just a sea glide. We'll look at it sometime when we're better equipped, basically. Because right now, I don't feel like we are equipped enough to deal with that stuff. Because there's big, scary aliens living in the caves, and... yeah. But hey, that was a pretty successful little mission over there, I think. And that's... You can see how there was lots of sea moth kind of fragments all the way around it. Which is... What I gather is kind of the idea behind those crashes, is that they help you progress in a realistic kind of pattern. So they'll keep happening in that sort of thing as we go. And there's also a few things that I spoiled myself on, which I'm not looking forward to, but we'll talk about those when they come up. Let's cook a Reginald. Because why not? We've never had one before. What's this? A rebreather. Ooh, we just need a wiring kit and fiber mesh. Conserves oxygen when diving deeper, absorbs and recycles CO2 into breathable air. Oh, that's pretty cool. So a wiring kit I think is silver, and a fiber mesh is creep vines. But I wonder if 2 silver is enough for a wiring kit. Let's check it out. It is. Oh, let's get ourselves a rebreather. And we need creep vine, which I don't have, but we can get. Even in the dark. God damn it. I know I always say it, but... freaking hell. I mean... I'm not too proud to say that this is terrifying. I'm the guy who doesn't play horror games. And I know this isn't a horror game, but there's certainly an horrific element to it. So, Alright, let's see if we can do that. Ooh. Let's make it and see what happens. We've never done a rebreather before. Alright. Radiation helmet. Ah. Because we've got the radiation suit at the moment. I see. Dissolves and recycles. Yeah, okay. So, keep that in mind, because otherwise we obviously want the radiation helmet when we go into a radiation zone, like when we eventually go and explore the Aurora and that sort of thing. Yeah, I need another creep vine if I want to do that. Is the sun coming up soon? Let's just dump this. And yeah, we'll be right with the rest of that. But consequently, we're not going to do all that much right now when it's dark and scary. Because, I'm scared. We'll keep taking those kits. We should transfer some of this stuff down to the actual base, I think, which would be nice. Do a bit of that kind of housekeeping. And then we'll go for an explore once the sun comes up. We'll go, hopefully if we head south from here, what I think is south anyway, we might be able to find another blueprint for a better room, like a bigger room. Dump all this crap. Don't need that. Oh, ran out of room. Okie dokie. I've got a little bit of room in there. You can have the fire extinguisher. Don't think... That's a first aid kit. Yeah, we'll hang on to that, and... let's have a bite. And we'll have a drink. And just while we're waiting for the sun to come up, we should go have a quick little look and, you know, go grab some more watery dudes. Well, I'm pretty sure I'll hang out over this kind of area. I'm keeping the light off for now because I feel like at night they don't move around as much. Could be completely wrong. Obviously it's a bit harder to find them. Oh, hello. Are you what I'm after? Yes, you are. Okay, so you still do move around. Come here. So it's probably worth having a light on. Just so I can see. You know, totally be able to see what's freaking me out. Oh, over here. Come on. Water is the thing though, isn't it? Thank you. And you. Oh, there's plenty of fish to eat. But not so many to have a drink. Oi. Bugger off. I said bugger off. Alright. Oh, one more. Cool. Well, now the sun's up, we can go. We'll go put these. Turn these guys into water bottles, and then we'll go have a little journey and have a little look around, and you know, because the whole idea is you have to explore and expand in order to progress. And so we can't be a chicken forever and just sit around at home in our crappy base. We've actually got to get out there and do stuff. Because I was thinking about what are my goals for this series and for playing this, and I think if I can make the big submarine, I think it's called the Cyclops, if I can construct one of those and a decent sized base, and also visit the 2 islands that I know of in the game. One of them is very, very late game, as far as I'm sure. As far as I'm aware. Or at least it seems like it to me. So, you know. It'll be a while before we get there, put it that way. Okay, and I need 1 more mobile vehicle bay. And I need 1 more Seamoth blueprint as well. Okay, so I'm just going to look at my map a little, which is off screen. And it's not going to tell me where's the mobile vehicle bay. Because I've got this map that basically, if you Google maps for this game, for Subnautica, you should be able to find it easy enough. And this one tells me where there's wrecks and life pods and that sort of thing, but it doesn't actually tell me where the mobile vehicle bay ones are. I've got everything else, like Seamoth and Cyclops, that is the big sub, and like mod stations and all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't tell me mobile vehicle bay. But that's okay. We can still have a look. Now, the other thing is though, as we will head out and we'll go head south to, or what I think is south anyway, which I think should be like roughly that way. If we follow the moon perhaps. Don't really have a compass or anything, so I think if we're, yeah, I kind of feel like it's this away. But because on this map as well, they've got, you know, abandoned bases and stuff. However, I think the abandoned base that I'm going to be looking for is actually in a cave, so we're not actually going to be able to get there yet. What's going on there? Oh man, there's things making noises, and so this scares me as well, because never have I been so far from home. And trying to navigate on a map where you're not really sure where you're starting is kind of difficult at times. Okay, there's some scrap and everything. Hey. Whatever, dude. Oh, look how much oxygen we... Oh, we did just go up. So what's over here? Why is this a big drop-off? Okay, that doesn't look like the same plateau that I'm used to. Oh, there's another radio signal coming in. Radiation detected. Okay. I think that's because we were getting a bit close to the old Aurora there. So, with that in mind, if the Aurora's right there and we're in the radiation zone, probably want to come this way a little. And here's a bit of kelp. Yeah. Ooh, here's a wreck. Okay, well let's explore this while we're here. Might be some stuff that we need. No, nothing there. This, to me, see, I've tried to explain it before, but to me this feels so tense. Sea glide fragment. And I know, you know, we're in bright, shallow water, but exploring new terrain in this game... Oh, man. Really freaks me out sometimes. And the audio design's really good too. Like, I know I'm yabbering away over the top of it, but there's all these little noises and distant kind of explosions and... Don't know if you could hear that groan from something that sounded very big. Oh, hello, Gary Fish. Thank you. So there's really not a lot here at this wreck. Which is a shame. There was one sea glide fragment. Oh, fuck. What's going on there? I guess that's a thermal vent? Perhaps? Let's go get some oxygen. Okay, that's where our thing is. Let's try and avoid that thermal ventage. And, you know, this is why I'm kind of sticking with biomes that are familiar and not too freaky, because at the moment I'm used to this kelpy biome and I'm used to the shallow biome. Ooh, vehicle bay fragment. I think that's the last one we need too. Alhamdulillah. So we need titanium ingots and a power cell. What do we need to make a power cell? I know I'm wasting my oxygen by sitting here, but we can get this stuff on the way back. Power cell, power cell, power cell. Batteries and silicon. Oh, we can make all of this. No worries. What do you need for a battery again? I always forget. I know you need mushrooms, but copper. That's right. So if we can find some copper, that'd be cool. Now, what's down here? Okay, now I think this red stuff is Grassy Plateau. I think that's what it's called. This is the kelp forest. That's the Grassy Plateau. Jesus, dude. Are you friendly, or...? I told you. I'm jumpy. Those ominous groans are not helping. Jesus Christ. So yeah, I know that caves and stuff are the place to find more minerals. But copper should be easy enough to come by. The amount of sounds and stuff
30 seconds.
are really freaking me out. Need some of that. Some of that. I think we need some of that anyway. I thought I saw lubricant somewhere. Oh, we are getting very close to the old Aurora. And there are some big bad guys as well that hang around the Aurora. Because they like... I remember that from playing it earlier. And you know, I'm well aware that anyone watching this is like, whatever, man. This is nothing compared to what you're going to face later in the game. And I'm like, I know, but I'm waking myself up to that. You know, there's a reason I'm taking it slow and going with the natural kind of curve of technology. Because I feel like if I do... I'm going to need some titanium. I feel like if I do kind of take it slow and take a careful kind of progression curve, then I might avoid being completely vulnerable and helpless when the shit hits the fan, so to speak. Because yeah, it's like cruising around in a little submarine is a lot more pleasant than a sea glide, but then cruising around with a sea glide is, you know, hardly anywhere near as intimidating as just swimming around on your own. So, you know, there's different levels that we got to reach here. Do need to go into some caves and get some minerals at some point. Hey, yo. Fuck was that noise? See what I mean? I mean, I get it. I know, you know, on the scale of creepiness, this ain't so bad. But on my scale of creepiness, it's just creepy enough. What was that? I would like some minerals, though. I mean, we've found copper before, so we know where we can find copper, which is near the base. Ooh, might be something to scan. Hello? Ooh, another vehicle bay fragment. Cool. So if we can make this vehicle bay, then we can start working on the old sea glide. Sea moth. Whatever it is. Hello? Imagine if you were actually under a cave like this. Underwater. And how freaky that would be. I always think cave diving and stuff would be completely messed up. My inventory's full. Alright, let's head back home. I think we've had a good enough explore. Didn't find the base that I was looking for, but didn't really find where... It's the hardest thing, is figuring out where you are on a map when you have no... All you can do is have a vague kind of guess at landmarks and biomes.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Which is kind of weird. But okay, let's break up this titanium. And we'll have a quick look at the recipes we need for the vehicle bay. Because I know we need ingots, but I can't remember how many. Blueprints, blueprints, blueprints. Vehicle bay. Need lubricant and 1 titanium ingot. Oh, we've already got titanium ingots then. Okay. What do we need for a power cell? Power cell, a battery, and silicon rubber. And a battery takes copper and mushrooms. Okay. So, yep. We need 1 lubricant. And I think we have some silicon rubber, but let's do that anyway. Let's just see if we've got any copper anywhere. Not there, but mushrooms, yes. Oh, copper, good. Okay. So now, if we do a battery... Battery. And oh, I forgot to pick up the titanium, but we can make an ingot here. It's a good way to use up some of this titanium that we've been carrying around forever. And... oh, we need power cell, right. Power cell. We need 2 batteries. Okay. We just need more acid. Okay, cool. Come here. 2 batteries. There we go. And a power cell. Look at this. And a mobile vehicle bay. Check this out. Oh yeah. Nice. Cool, so we've got all that going on. Let's actually have a little drinky poos. There we go. And let's head up and deploy our mobile vehicle bay. Right here. Yes, that's what I want to do. Okay, anyway. I guess we have to assign it to a slot. 1. Release! Wait, come back here. Okay, let's just push it towards our pod a little bit more. That's it. That's it. Come. That's it. There we go. Yeah, look. That'll do. I don't want to pick it up. Climb. Aha. Use. Vehicles. Seamoth. Fan flippin-tastic. Alright. So. Oh, it's messed up all of this. Where's our sea glide? That. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Seamoth, 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 Seamoth. Okay, we need one more thingy. Whatchamacallit? Yeah. It is nighttime though, but check that out. Vehicle bay. How cool is that? I'm pretty happy. If we can make a Seamoth, oh my goodness. Oh, we've got another radio signal, that's right. We should go check that out. Watch out, glowy thing. Here I come. What's up?
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Okay. That was a whole lot of nothing, wasn't it? Take that while we're here. That should be empty now. Yep. Cool. Wait for the night cycle. Have something to eat. Have a drink. Another drink. I'm thinking maybe we just keep our radiation helmet on. Because we've got our O2 tank. Should just pop that in a cupboard somewhere. Let's pop it in here. I mean, it's cool to have it, but it says it's good at deeper depths. So maybe when we start, you know, delving into more obscene territory, we can use it. Alright. You can go in there. Yeah, look. In your pop. And you. Just randomly placing stuff at the moment, because it doesn't matter. Kind of need another locker as well, even though this will probably use up the titanium that we have on us. Wall locker. Let's put it there. Yeah. And we can call it Junkia. Because that makes sense. Well, it does to me. Alright. How's that sun coming? Not so hot. We are eventually going to need another battery for that one. Let's do that while we're in here. Grab our copper, which we've only got one, that's cool, and a couple of those, and that should do us for making a battery, I think. Yep. So we can recharge our Sea Glide as we see fit. And if we can pick up any... Oh, we've got a Gary fish to cook. How about that? But if we can pick up any copper along the way, that will be exceptionally useful. But one of the things that I'm trying to remember here is that it's worth exploring a little bit wider afield, because the grassy plains kind of biome is the one where we'll find more sea moth fragments. Because as far as I can tell from maps and reading around on the internet and that sort of thing, the grassy plains, or whatever they're called, and the shallows, which is where we are right now, are where we find those fragments, because that's kind of the way it is. And that's what I mean by sticking to a regular kind of progression, because basically the high-end better stuff is located in more dangerous, difficult territory. So it stands to reason that if you want to get the good stuff, you got to take a high risk to get there. Oh, there's so many of these guys around here. Holy cow, let's grab them as well we can. I mean, come on. But, yeah. So that's something to remember. There we go. Take you, and oh, we got so many of these guys now. Look at all these bottles of water. But like I said earlier, the hardest part I'm finding is figuring out kind of where we are on the map. You know, it's good to have a map, but it can get really confusing if we're not sure where we are, especially in this middle zone where it's all kind of crisscrossing mess between shallows, which is this kind of area, kelp forest, which is where all the kelp is, and, you know, grassy plains, that sort of thing. But hey, we'll probably look at that in the next episode. For now, though, we've managed to get ourselves a shed load of water, which will help us in the future, because we're going to go a little bit exploring and further afield. And we've set up our mobile vehicle bay ready to construct a sea moth when we get all the details for that. But for now, that's where we're going to leave it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Pick up the game now. It's full release. Fantastic. Links in the description. Go play it for yourself. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, look forward to me getting freaked out some more in the future. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.